need to take the good advantage of the rains. It's nature. Tunajua kama tunataka kustore maji ama tunataka kuitumia, you don't need to over water your plants because the rain is doing that for you, and that's nature. So kwa watu wa Nairobi, will be cloudy, sunny, intervals itakuwa tu inacheza cheza pale. You know, this weather is having mixed feelings, so it will be cloudy and sunny at the same time. So the intervals, and the minimum temperature will be 15 degrees and the maximum is 26. Kwa watu wa Mombasani, sunny intervals, kidogo kidogo, some showers, kutakuwa kunanyesha kidogo. So the minimum temperature will be having in Mombasa, that's 25 degrees kesho, and the maximum is 32 degrees. Watu wa Kisumu City, pale kunaanguka mvua mbaya, but we'll be having the intervals, itakuwa inacheza mvua kidogo and sun kidogo, but the minimum temperature in Kisumu will be 19 degrees and the maximum is 29. Kwa watu wa Nakuru, watu wa Las Vegas, pia nyinyi mnacheza na mvua na jua kidogo. So the minimum temperature for you guys will be 13 degrees. Karibu niseme percent jameni. Maximum degrees will be 26. So watu wa Nakuru, be prepared for that. Ni watu gani pia unataka kusikia? Kama unataka kutaja your town, you can tell me so that you can be prepared well in advance. For our neighbors right here at Machakos, it will be a bit cloudy and sunny. Itakuwa inacheza na intervals. Sunny kidogo, inawaka jua mchana, lakini mvua itaanguka usiku, and the minimum temperature will be 14 degrees and the maximum itakuwa inachezea 27 degrees. Tukimalizia tu kidogo, majirani wetu hapa chini kidogo ni watu wa Kitui and light rains. Hiyo tu. Wewe jua kutakuwa na mvua ya rasha, and the minimum temperatures will be 18 degrees and the maximum temperature will be 29 degrees. So be advised accordingly. Kutakuwa almost every part of this country shall be experiencing some light rains or long rains. Just be prepared. Anytime you're going to get into your farm, be prepared, right? Kama ni usiku, wewe jua kutakuwa na mvua kidogo. Kama ni asubuhi, just know there's a bit of mixed feelings kwa hii temperature and the weather, especially in these cities, because you're talking about urban farming, right? So if you're in Nairobi, Nakuru, Kajiado, Kiambu, remember, curfew ni saa 2 jioni. For the rest of the country ni 10 p.m. So as we wind up and get into the kipindi cha Lala Salama and give you the benefits of urban farming and why you need to get into urban farming, our part of the day today, kidogo sijui kama itaweza go up on your screen because you're having some technical problems in studio, but just to give you the pan of the day today, watu ambao wanapenda waru, kama unaitwa Waruguru, karibia hii ni yako. And the pan of the day today is, which is the worst day of the week for a potato? Watu wa Nyandarua, those sides of Nyandarua County, hii ni yenyu juu, nyinyi watu wa waru na Waruguru and potatoes. So hizo waru konazo kwa shamba, the worst day of the week for them is a Friday, right? So the worst day of the week for a potato ama ya Waruguru, kama uko na sister anaitwa Waruguru, their worst day of the week is a Friday. That's the pan of the week for today. So stay tuned for tomorrow's pan of the day, itakuwa imeweza zaidi. So straight up to the benefits of the urban farming, or why you need to get into urban farming. And the most important and the first thing is, it increases food security. Remember, we said this is a conversation that is everywhere, where we're having conferences about food security, agriculture worldwide. Right? This is a conversation every speaker who stands and speaks about food security, urban farming does not miss. Remember, we are talking about an estimation of 67% by the end of 2050. An estimation of 67% of the world's population will be living in the cities. So this is a conversation that is moving very, very, and so you need to prepare yourself accordingly, because this is one area urban farming will be part and plays a very, very big part when it comes to food security worldwide. And so every family, especially right now during COVID, if you're getting into urban farming, uko na chakula yako pale kidogo tu, maybe it's for, as we said, it's for home consumption. We jua your family cannot go hungry, you cannot sleep hungry, because you have your small kills pale. Maybe you have 90 shillings you can buy, or probably 150 shillings. You can buy 2 kgs of ugali, maize, flour, maize flour. Uko sawa, you can buy it and you have your kids there. You can make it for supper and lunch. So kama maisha imekutandika sana and you are in the city, around the city, outskirts of the city, just around the city where we have a heavy and a very very large population of people, and the economy imekutandika mbaya, job manze imekatika, you have nothing to do, and it's not easy for you and your family. At least when you have that, you practice in urban farming, at least you have provision for your family. So this plays a very very critical role when it comes to food security in the world, and especially in the country during these tough times of COVID-19. Second thing, creates a sense of belonging. Particularly, unasema sisi ni mabonta, au sisi ni watu tunaishi town, sisi we are from the city. Now you have something else apart from us just being from the city. You'll be like, I am a farmer and I live in the city and I live in an estate and I get my own fresh food. So you have created a sense of belonging for yourself. Ukienda mashinani hawakurengi sisi tunakuwa na chakula, you'll be like same. Guess what? Same. Hata sisi tuko na fresh food. So it creates a sense of belonging and brings people together. Mmeketi mahali tu amongelei mambo ya city, mambo ya manyanga, uko zile za manze, kitungu yangu manze, in the next 3 days I'll be balling. Mutafurahia. So you create that sense of you can have something else to discuss and bond. And for you who has created self-employment from urban farming, you become independent. You have your own food, source of income. Yani you are Mr. or Miss Independent. You can depend on yourself. You're not depending on the people wako shambani. Kila time unapiga simu, beans zangu hazijafika, umetuma na nini, nimetuma na 20k, nimetuma na 40, bado huja collect sijui nini. No. You can be depending on your own self by whatever you're planting from that small farm you have around your home. The third thing, produces healthy food. And this you're talking about fresh food. Basically, tumesema you can produce fresh food, healthy food, because ni wewe unapiga ile labor, ni wewe umeweka zile seedlings kwa ile shamba, you're doing everything. So you've made sure you have followed the guidelines that you are given by farmers, because you had contacted us for guidance and to attain knowledge. So unajua you did everything in accordance to what you're told, and so you have healthy foods and very very fresh foods, au sio? So that's another benefit of urban farming. At the same time, provides a learning opportunity. Manze kuna watu wengine wao na masomo ni kama maji na mafuta, but this time round hii masomo you know where it's going to, so you're having that opportunity. Probably you never attained that knowledge. You're talking about bookwise mambo ya 844 system. Right now it's a new whole other system, but you never got that opportunity, probably because of lack of chums, money, and mambo haiko imekaa sawa sawa. So haukuwa na hiyo learning opportunity, probably hukufanya agriculture. One of my producers never alikuwa chopi, alipata A in agriculture. So if you are not like him getting an A in agriculture, you never attain that knowledge. Now you have your chance. A Farmers is here to help you. We can help you attain that knowledge, gain that, and at the end of it you're gaining the profits. Yeye alipata A in agriculture, lakini hata sahi yeye sidhani hata amefikiria kufanya ukulima, but we shall be discussing that with him. Tuone ile knowledge aliyatain akiwa shule, akiwapa pia, apart from doing media, anaweza hiyo knowledge anaweza connect mahali and get some profits. So even when he's here with his A in agriculture, anaweza pia amepatiwa another chance to attain, or an opportunity to attain knowledge. So if you're out there, you're unlike my producer, you never did agriculture, you've never been to an agriculture class, wewe ilikukwamia, you have a chance. You have an opportunity where you can attain knowledge And at the same time, or at the end of it, or at the end of attaining that knowledge, you can grow your own profits. Last but not least, as we are winding up, makes efficient use of the land. Ile shamba uko nayo, apart from ile urembo umeweka kidogo ya maua ya grass, looks good, your house looks amazing, the lighting making your house or your compound looking very beautiful and colorful. Apart from that, make use of that small places. You're talking about the backyard, behind your kitchen, front yard, balcony, kando ya nyumba. Iko tu hivyo tu, iko na maweeds na grow vitu fani, iko na tu mawe ambazo hazifai kuwa hapo, iko na sand after ulijenga haujaitoa, iliisha ilibaki kidogo haujaitoa hapo. So make use of that land that you have, that small piece of land. You can do so much with it, and all that you can just get from urban farming. Imagine hakuna maneno ingine, just when you just make use of the land that you have, you'll be good to go. And now when we are going on with the show, we talked about tower farming, or tower farming system, talking about that spiral. Remember ile inakaa spiral kidogo, it's more of the tower farming. And when you go to cities like London and Joburg, they are doing amazing, yani inakaa building, looks like a building, amazing tower farming system. And so here you just put vegetables pale, unaweka sukuma wiki zile zote, we are talking about 400 plants different, umeweka kunde, sukuma wiki, kales, zote ziko pale. You can have all nutrients, and every stew that you eat from your house, zote zinatoka kwa shamba yako through the tower farming system. And here are some of the benefits of that. It's a small area. Remember, it's tower. It's just from the base is so it's big. I occupy a very piece of land. So inaenda tu ikipanda juu, becomes a tower. It goes it's long like this, right? But it's a tower. It's spiral, right? So you have more than 400 plants. So you see, it's a very small area. Umeweka probably inatoshana hivi, but the production that you'll get from there, utapenda. So small area but very high product, or high productivity at the end, high production, quality production, so long as you have followed the guidelines that have been given by the experts, right? When you talk about the expert, you're talking about right here at A-Farmers. Ukifuata kila kitu ambacho tumekupatia, getting high and quality products, right? Second thing, less water consumption. Ni spiral, ni tawa moja tu, so ukiweka maji pale juu inaenda ikishuka chini inatiririka. There's nowhere you're actually you're misusing water, right? Hauhitaji, it's not straight, goes upwards. It's a tower, so uko sawa. Third thing, labor cost saved. Wewe kama unataka, it's a tower, uko na mtoto mrefu, jeans labda ni mama yake, wewe kidogo ili kukwamia hapo kwa urefu, uko na watoto warefu, ama uko na watoto kama wanne na wote they are above 18, or you have teenagers and you want to make them attain some knowledge when it comes to farming, wasikae tu ni mabontao. You don't have to outsource labor, you have saved it because ni moja tu, ni ka small space. So unaita watoto wote pamoja na mama wa nyumba pamoja na kama ni kazi nzao walikuwa wametembea, wewe tumia yako kaleba wako holiday, it's a very long holiday, wewe tumia saa hii. And especially right now you have the rains, just make sure you actually educating even the generation to come. You're talking about the young people right now, the teenagers, make them, probably for you were born tower and no one gave you this knowledge, no one gave you this experience. Usikubali pia watoto wako akue hivyo. Mahali ambapo uko nako hapo, give them that knowledge so that moves generations and generations to come. At the same time, lifespan of this tower farming system, it's 5 to 6 years if maintained well. Talking about patience and intentionality, practice those two, the lifespan of this type of farming, or of urban farming, will be actually 5 to 6 years. That's the lifespan. Also, we are talking about it's very flexible. Ni kwako pale, hakuna curfew. All right, you can wake up at 3 and decide, hey, usingizi imepotea, let me water my crops. It's just around you. You can make it as flexible as you can. If it's you're using plastic, the plastic cans that you have, you're also using you're making use of the space that you have. You're very innovative. Just make you make exhaust the spaces that you have in your house. If they are not being used, just make sure you have exhausted all those spaces that you have. And also it helps in the surrounding, manze, inakaa tu green. Unaona, si weeds pekee ziko hapo around, you're having a good grass and good flowers around for beauty. And also sasa uko na kashamba kako ka kitchen garden, yes, your surrounding looks very very good and you're good to go, you know. And tutakuwa tumesaidia vitu mingi sana. They also another benefit we're talking about, creating employment. Wewe ulimanzia ilichuja job, ulikatika job, you're not doing well, create some job for yourself. Don't stay there and thinking about the depressions and why, asking yourself why, mbona walinifuta job, I was good. We are living in a pandemic where we need to have some collateral damage, yeah. So if you're part of it, unfortunately, you can now create employment for yourself, right? So we are talking about also gratification of having created something from scratch. That's a fun activity. You can imagine pale tulikuwa tumesema you have sand, and clear that sand, and it's bare land, and now you start from scratch with the help of farmers, and you're good to go. And now you see the growth of that piece of land. All right, you see that piece of land, it's amazing. You've seen how when you started, you cleared the sand you're talking about. Sasa umeweka vitu, you've put your manago there or your kunde, you've seen the growth and the development of how healthy that place is. It becomes so good for you. And this will actually, it's a fun activity, especially when you do it with kids. Kids have not been exposed to seeing everything grow from scratch. So if you do this with kids back at home, if you do this with your young siblings back at home, because maybe you're a young person lakini bado uko kwa mzazi, you can start with that shamba that you have, or that place behind the kitchen or behind the house. Unaambia mzae, nipatie hii place nikuonesha ambavyo tutafanya na hii place. So you just do this with the kids at home, with the siblings. Tengeneza manzi wafurahi. They are on long holiday. So we said we're talking about having them as laborers. Wao ndio labor. Cut on that cost of labor. Don't outsource. Wapatie hiyo kazi. So that at the end of it all, this knowledge that you've gained from farmers, thanks to us, you will have it to going down through all these generations. All right? So we've given you the benefits, the steps on how you can do all these things. We have told you what is urban farming. Ile kitu imebaki sasa ni kuanza. All right? And we told you how you can start. You're there from when we began the show, you're thinking, sasa sawa tumejua urban farming. We know it's from you doing this in a city. Now how can I be helped? Worry no more. We've got you. And I will continue saying this. We've got you because we have affordable prices and our services of high quality. Prices iko sawa, quality iko juu. So talk to us. You can call our number, and I know it's running on your screen. Our number is 0700288185. Kuna mseta kwa pale manze, a pick call, and he or she will be of help to you. We can start with just visiting your land. We can work on the logistics with this limitation or the cessation of movement. We can work with all logistics. Usiseme sasa niko pande ile ingine ya Nakuru, sasa tusaidiana aje. We can work on these logistics. We see how we can help each other, because at the end of it all, we want you to attain that knowledge so that you can grow your profits at the end of it all. And we feel good when we help you as a farmer and see the growth. You've attained that knowledge, you've attained the skills, and now you can do it by yourself. All right? So usikae pale umejifungia probably you there, you failed, you started when COVID was there, you're in that group of where job ilikatika, and you started urban farming and it failed. Probably it's because you didn't have that little knowledge, an extra knowledge on how you can do urban farming. Now you know what to do. Give us a call. We'll help you from scratch. Probably it's what you planted that was not right, or how you did it, or probably you never tested your soil, you never knew the pH of your soil, and that's where you went wrong. So don't lose hope. Keep the patience, keep the intentions still alive, because we can help you. Have experts, we have agronomists who can help you. Hata ako ka small ka kitchen ka garden, you are around here in Kitengela, you're in Machakos, anywhere across this country, we can help you make use of that backyard, of that kitchen garden, of that front yard, balcony, whatever you want. We're talking about starting from scratch, starting from what you can actually plant till the end. All right? So don't worry, that should not be something to worry you. So if you didn't get the number, it's running on your screen, or probably you can drop the comment. Let's know what kind of help we can assist you with, and we'll gladly do that. So I think we're going to take a short break right now, and when you come back, najua saa hii ni masaa ya watu kutokelezea. Remember, if you're in the 5 red zones, that's Nairobi, Kajiado, Kiambu, Machakos and Nairobi, curfew you have in the next less than 3 hours. So I know everyone is traveling, rushing to go home with the long rates, so you need to be careful, and tutakupatia zile routes ambazo unaweza tumia so that you get home safe and early and before 8 p.m. So you take this short break, we come back with the traffic updates right here on A-Farmers. Remember, this is the Drive Show with me, Conrad Kibe. And wow, you know, I work with very, very funny and amazing people at the same time. But direct to the traffic updates and watu ambao wanaenda nyumbani ni katika harakati za kwenda mtaa. Watu wa Mombasa Road, Imara Daima pale ni bumper to bumper. It's a bit heavy on traffic and watu wanaelekea Embakasi pale ni packed. Pale inakaa ni kama ni parking lot. So if you're around Imara Daima and you're going to Embakasi, itabidi umeanza kusoma gazeti ama umeanza kusikiza muziki because it's very, very heavy. Watu wa Southern Bypass, kama baiskeli ya kuibiwa ni teke hadi ufike nyumbani kama unaenda side za Lang'ata. And definitely as you going on with Mombasa Road, shida inaanza kutokea pale Capital Center on your way to Nyayo Stadium, na hapo karibu na Nairobi West pale itabidi umeweka parking because it not looking quite good. On Lang'ata Road inaanza as always pale karibu na Mbagathi Way, mambo haikai vizuri hapo, ni kama traffic kidogo. And definitely pale karibu na Kenyatta National Hospital pia hakukai vizuri, but on your way to Ngong Road mulitengenezewa lakini barabara hazikai vizuri, but the good thing there's no traffic on that road, alright. Na watu wa Masaa na Rembo, acha niwaibie siri, it's not looking very, very good on Mombasa Road, but the good thing unaweza tumia Lusaka Road, shuka hivyo hadi Mukuru kwa Jenga, ingia Enterprise Road, alafu ingia Imara Daima, because kutoka hapo unashuka vizuri Mlolongo all the way until Kitengela, lakini tunajua shida inaanzia pale Vanillas, au sio? So make sure you take care of yourselves on the road. Remember, if you're on public service vehicles, remember to keep your social distance, mask up, wear your mask properly, because we need to contain this virus as soon as possible. And remember, the Ministry of Interior announced that the curfew for the 5 red zones, Nairobi, Nakuru, Kajiado, Machakos, and Kiambu, at 8 p.m. inaendelea for the next 60 days until the 29th of May this year. So itabidi mmevumilia, itabidi tumejua how to adjust with all this, but for the rest of the country it's at 8 p.m. Ndio maana tuna traffic updates zenyu, because you have to be home before 10 p.m. But for the rest of the 5 red zones, make sure you have followed the guidelines, so that we need to contain this. And remember to actually sanitize when necessary. Kama unatoka nje ya nyumba, kama una sanitizer, piga mikono, osha mikono na sabuni and clean water, because we need to contain this virus as soon as possible. The rate at which the positive rates are coming up is not really looking good, and in the next few minutes the Ministry of Health will be giving a press release on the new numbers in the last 24 hours. So make sure you are updated as soon as possible. But if you miss the updates, remember tomorrow during the breakfast show, Lillian will be giving you the updates and the numbers as soon as the Ministry of Health gets or gives us the updates in the next few minutes. I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for being part of this conversation. I know it has been a very, very good conversation. Tomorrow we'll be doing the same, but we'll be taking another angle, another different angle on urban farming, talking about the policies and the challenges that people who have actually practiced this kind of farming in the urban cities, what the challenges are going through. Shall be having someone in studio to talk about all that. So make sure you tune in at 3 p.m. tomorrow. Tutakuwa tunapiga shughuli pale mbaya sana. So thank you so much for everyone who has made this production be a success. Talking about my director Sarah Lightskin pale amefanya kazi imeweza. We talking about Dambo. Thank you so much Dennis for the good work you always do. I appreciate you, and I think that's all. Tukutane kesho Mungu akisema sio, au ndio?